Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Andrea Chisholm. At least 3 Caribbean nations have emphasized their commitment to tackling climate change as it poses a threat to tourism. In part 2 of Too Hot to Handle, Ramada Lyons zooms in on Jamaica, the Bahamas, and St. Lucia.
Billions of dollars in tourism earnings could be on the line, all at the hands of climate change. In part 1, travelers lamented the rising heat in the region, but chairman of the Caribbean Tourism Organization, Kenneth Bryan, remains optimistic.
Any deterring factor for a visitor is something to be concerned about. Would I say there's a large percentage of persons worried about the Caribbean being too hot? I don't think it's very large.
But individual nations seem to be more cautious. Jamaica's Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says,
"The biggest elephant in the room for tourism is climate change."
Mr. Bartlett points to 3 areas at risk. Number 1, water.
Rising sea levels will mean that our coastlines will now be inundated. It would mean that our beaches will be eroded.
Number 2,
the coral systems within your area are going to be bleached, and that also will impact on beach nourishment and beach development.
And 3, marine life.
Fisher folks are going to have an issue with catching fish within certain areas of your territorial boundaries.
That's why the St. Lucian government is asking,
how do we protect and make our coral reefs more resilient, and certainly to ensure that beauty and the integrity of the marine life and ecosystem is preserved.
The Bahamas too says climate change is not only knocking at the region's door, instead it's already inside.
Our way of life is being affected. How can you not respond to climate change? We have no choice. When that is threatened, we all are threatened because it's a part of our culture.
Despite the ever-present threat, however, the nations find solace in other offerings of the Caribbean. It's what they believe can cool any disinterest caused by heat.
The warmth of its people, its environment, its marine life, its culture, its music, its food.
People will always chase the sun. There are just some of us that we want that energy from the sun. It gives us that vitality.
They travel because of the people, because of the culture, because of the engagements, because of the experiences.
Caribbean tourist visits were approximately 32.2 million in 2023. Ramada Lyons, TVJ News.
Foreign exchange trading ended today with banks and cambios selling the American dollar for an average $156.39. The Canadian dollar is being sold for $114.55. $199.93 is the average value of the pound, while the euro is going for $172.25. And to the stock market now, the JSE index advanced by 304 points today, while the junior market declined by 65 points. Among the 32 winners, A.S. Bryden and Sons Holdings, ISP Finance Services, JMMB Group 7.15%, CR Preference Shares, Margaritaville Turks US Dollar, and Margaritaville Turks. The 58 losers include Berger Paints Jamaica, Express Catering, Medical Disposables and Supplies, Cargo Handlers, and Jetcon Corporation. 15 stocks closed the session at the same price they started trading. And that's it for the Business Day. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Good evening.